Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Sunday, November 16th. What a great day of college football we had yesterday. Just, wall-to-wall action, wall-to-wall great games. We did a marathon chat. We started with the early game. We didn't finish until, UCLA and Washington were wrapping things up out on the West Coast. And, of course, we nailed that game too. I mean, we nailed winners all day long, sharing information in the chat room. We went off my picks. We went off other people's picks. And, our viewers' pick this week of UTEP, hats off to you guys, and thanks a ton, because that game was over by halftime and you guys nailed it. And that one to me probably would have flown right past me. You guys didn't understand the point spread at 13. You didn't. It was started at 9. It went to 13, and you guys still didn't understand it there. You pounded the table on it. I had to listen. I played it big, and by halftime I was sitting pretty. It was a beautiful game, and it was just the whole day went like that. Everyone was watching different games all around the country. We were all sharing information in the chat room, and I took time out. I watched the Middle Tennessee State Western Kentucky game, just like you guys expect me to do, and just like I called out in the blog. Middle Tennessee State all day long. I called it a 7. I said that it probably could have been a 10. I wrote that up in the write-up, and I don't know why I didn't make it a 10, because if there ever was a 10 game, that was it. Western Kentucky still has is beaten only one Division I team in their entire existence. How they get these point spreads that are 3 points, they're a favorite one week is beyond me. But we'll keep pounding against them and continuing to cash. There's some other games that also went back and forth. Jordan, just his dominance over the Pac-10. Oregon State in the newsletter. Oregon, UCLA, the trifecta of the West Coast. Early on, we all loved Texas. Texas, the line against Kansas, it was 13, 14 wins. Is this a trap? Is this not a trap? Didn't look like a trap to me. It looked like a Colt McCoy, just carrying on as what Colt has been all season long. And, it was a good time was had by Hall on that one. The Georgia game, what is going on with the Georgia Bulldogs? I have some serious questions. I know they're preseason ranked number 1. I know they won the ball game against one of their rival teams. They're a far superior team to Auburn this year. Cody Burns takes a lot of hits at quarterback. I'm not saying that Auburn doesn't try, because, boy, if they wanted a chance to quit, Cody Burns sure had them yesterday, as he was getting hit from every angle. But I have to say that what I don't understand is that every time the Bulldogs seem to be driving, Matthew Stafford calls timeout on crucial, situations where they have some momentum going. They kind of have the other team off balance. Matthew Stafford will call a timeout to regroup on the sideline. Well, what he's doing, he's letting the defense regroup as well. I'd say most of the time that I see Matthew Stafford do this, it usually results in a field goal in a situation where you think that they're going to get a touchdown. He gets a touchdown yesterday, we got a cover. So, he of course he didn't get the touchdown, and we didn't get the cover. Mizzou knocking off Iowa State, no problems there. Just carved them right up. If you went to my part 4 of my picks, I hit every single game on that one, 5 for 5. One of them, of course, was the reader's pick. We loved Purdue with the points. We hit on them. They got a ton. How about that Stanford USC ending of the game? You don't see something like this too often, where Pete Carroll rubs in the touchdown on Jim Harbaugh's Stanford Cardinal. Okay, so then they kick off to Stanford. Stanford decides that they're not ready to quit yet. Even though the game is over, they're not ready to quit. So they start marching down the field. They're throwing, they could easily just be slamming it into the line, calling it a day. They don't. They start to drive the ball down the field. And there's 4 seconds left to go in the game. Harbaugh calls the timeout and decides that he's going to bring in the field goal just to score again, to score something on Pete Carroll's vaunted, USC defense. So Pete Carroll decides that he wants to call a timeout to defend the field goal. Harbaugh brings back in his first team offense, throws one into the end zone, gets the touchdown, refuses to kick the extra point to end the game. Stanford gets the cover. I don't understand the reasoning, but there was a lot of gamesmanship, and you don't see that every day in college football in a game where it's all about sportsmanship. In any event, there was tons of great games. We still got a few good weeks ahead of us. We got Tuesday, We got Wednesday, Thursday, all one game each one night. 3 games on Friday, and the full slate on Saturday. It's Michigan-Ohio State game. Michigan not so good this year, but boy, that sure would be a season saver. And in the event, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow talking college football. Have a great day.